The Great Family Fishing Adventure. It was a bright, sunny morning, and the Mason family was buzzing with excitement. Today was a special day. Mom, Dad, and the two kids, Liam and Sophie, were heading out for their very first family fishing trip. They had packed a big picnic, fishing poles, and plenty of snacks for a fun-filled day by Lake Willow. "Are we ready?" Dad called as he loaded the fishing gear into the car. "All set," Sophie said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She was holding her favorite sun hat, ready for the adventure. Liam, her older brother, had his fishing hat on and was already talking about catching the biggest fish in the lake. The car ride to Lake Willow was filled with laughter as they talked about the fun they were going to have. Mom had packed sandwiches, lemonade, and homemade cookies, and the kids couldn't wait to get there. When they arrived at the lake, the sun was shining and the water sparkled like a mirror. Birds chirped from the trees, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. "It's beautiful here," Liam said, looking around at the peaceful scenery. They found the perfect spot by the water, where the grass was soft and shady. Dad set up the fishing poles, and soon enough, they were all sitting by the water's edge, lines cast into the sparkling lake. The calm water stretched out in front of them, and the whole family felt relaxed. But the adventure was just beginning. Liam's lines suddenly tugged, and he jumped up. "I think I got one," he shouted. Everyone cheered as he worked to reel in his catch. The fish tugged back, and Liam's face was full of determination. With a final pull, he brought a big, shiny fish out of the water. "Look at that. You did it, Liam," Dad said, patting him on the back. Sophie was next. She waited patiently, watching her bobber float in the water. After a while, her line started to twitch. "Mom, Dad, I think I got something," she exclaimed, her voice full of excitement. Sure enough, Sophie reeled in her very first fish, small but beautiful, with shimmering scales. She was so proud, and everyone clapped. But the real adventure started when Dad decided to take the family out on a little boat to explore the lake. "Let's see if we can find a secret fishing spot," Dad suggested. The family hopped into the small boat, and they rowed out into the middle of the lake. The water was calm, and the view was breathtaking. As they drifted along, they spotted turtles sunbathing on logs and dragonflies darting around the surface of the water. "This is amazing," Sophie said, leaning over the side of the boat to look at the water. Just then, a huge fish jumped out of the lake, making a big splash, and everyone laughed in surprise. As they rowed further, they found a quiet little cove surrounded by tall trees. It felt like they had discovered a secret hideaway. "Let's fish here," Liam said excitedly. The family cast their lines again, and while they waited, they told stories and made each other laugh. Dad told them about the time he went fishing as a kid and accidentally fell into the lake. They all giggled as they imagined him splashing around. Suddenly, Mom's fishing pole bent down hard, and her reel started spinning. "Whoa! I think I've got a big one," she exclaimed. The family gathered around as Mom carefully reeled in the line. With one last pull, she brought in a huge catfish, bigger than anything they had seen all day. Everyone cheered and clapped. After a full day of fishing, laughter, and exploring, the Masons decided to row back to shore. They were tired but happy, and their basket was full of fish for dinner. As they rowed, the sun began to set, painting the sky with shades of pink, orange, and gold. Back on the shore, they spread out a blanket for a picnic. They enjoyed their sandwiches and lemonade while talking about the day's adventure. The best part? They had made wonderful memories together. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Sophie looked up at her family and smiled. "This was the best day ever," she said softly. Liam nodded in agreement. "Yeah, I can't wait to go fishing again." Mom and Dad exchanged happy smiles. "We'll definitely do this again," Dad said. "It's not just about catching fish, it's about spending time together." And so, with full hearts and full baskets, the Mason family packed up their things and headed home, knowing that the greatest catch of the day was the time they had spent together.